everybody. I welcome to my regular subscribers and welcome if you're new here. I would sincerely appreciate it if you would like and subscribe. That would help me out a lot. And if you've got any friends that you think might enjoy my Aussie chit chat style, send them my way. I'm trying to, I'm succeeding. I'm literally adding a new 12 by 12 layout daily at the moment. So if you want inspiration, there's plenty of it to be found here. Okay, what are we creating today? A 12 by 12 layout using some baby photos and using the P13 12 by 12 paper pack. It's called Four Seasons and underneath that it says spring. So they're the papers that I used. I just ran around the edge of my main piece of yellow dotty paper with distress ink in the colour Scattered Straw. Then what I did is I cut out using my Spellbinders die cut machine. I cut out some stitched circle dies and I got those from Amazon Australia, Amazon AU. I'll have to say that because I say Amazon and unfortunately Amazon America is different to Australia. So I got them from Amazon AU and it was $9.95 and I got the stitch circles and I also got the doily circles for $9.99 or $9.95. It was such a good deal. So I decided to use those today. Now, around my photo mats, I have gone around the edges with Spun Sugar, it's a distress ink, and it's called Spun Sugar. The reason I did it with the ink block is because I wanted it to be quite heavy. And that was the best way I can get Spun Sugar to look quite heavy. So now what I'm doing is instead of creating a large in-your-face title, which I do on pretty much all of my layouts, whether I cut it out with the Cricut or whether I use stickers or I use my die cuts, whatever. I usually have a really bold title. This particular page, because it's going in a baby album and I know I'm scrapping photos of my child who has just turned 14 and these are her baby photos. I know I'm slack, right? I don't scrapbook in any particular order. The way I scrap, for anybody new here, is the paper that draws me in that day is the paper I use, and I make sure that in my 80,000 photos on my computer, I guarantee you, I will always have something that matches. So that's how I scrap. I don't do it, I used to do it in chronological order, but yeah, I don't do that anymore. I found it too stifling creatively. I feel like I can create much better if I'm able to just sort of free flow and use what I want. What I just used there, the love heart I got out of the pink Paisley Lucky Us stamps. I got that stamp from Scrap Boutique here in Australia. Sorry about that. That's the ice in my drink. My voice it's disappearing on me. It keeps literally disappearing on me. See? I'm trying to stop that happening, but I have ice in my drink. Sorry about that. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I'm raising up some of the circles, just using my fun foam. The foam that I use, I buy from Spotlight, and it's 4x6 in size, and you get 50 multicolored sheets, just randoms, and I wish I could just get all white or all black. Anyway, but I digress. Now this stuff, woo, do I love this. This is, if you saw yesterday's video, I wasn't a fan. I thought, nope, it stays sticky and tacky and I don't like it. I did a little bit of research last night. The one I used yesterday had the chunky stars in it. This one doesn't. This one is just, it's just glitter. It's just divine. It's so beautiful. I love it. What I realized is I did use the heat tool to dry it a little bit, but the trick is keeping it thin. Don't try and build it up and leave it chunky. So I did that and I got much better results. Now I got my Stickles glitter gel from Crazy Craft Obsession, and they are an online store and a lovely husband and wife, and they actually do a live on a Saturday night. It's so good, and she usually does a page, a 12 by 12 page, and she uses either some of the new stock just to show you how it works. It's so good, and it's really nice because she's not local to me, but she's in my country. So yeah, so supporting little businesses that pop up. So yeah, I like to do that too. Yes, I order from large companies, but I also like to support smaller ones. Now, I pulled all my circles off, and now I'm trying to get them back on in the order. Squish it all in there. That's what I'm trying to do. I had it the first time I actually did it. I loved it, and I didn't take a photo. I'm so silly. I can't believe I didn't take a photo. Right, so I found the right size. My photos here, they are 4x4, but I print them on my Epson printer, and I use Epson matte photo paper. I do get that from Amazon AU, and sorry, what I'm doing here with my hand movement. Sorry about that. I'm trying to use. I was doing a voiceover as I was doing this. That's why my hands are like I'm talking. So what I'm talking about is I need my video camera to come further off the wall, so it's more straight over the top of what I'm doing, because what I actually end up doing is I work right in front of me because that's where it's comfortable, but the camera doesn't see that. See where my hands are there? I actually have to reach out to have that all in frame. That's the main reason I leave the pink mat there, because not that I'm cutting anything or whatever, and it's aesthetically it's not pretty because I've got glue and who knows what else on it. But it's so I remember that's where you need to keep your 12 by 12. So it's a little frustrating, but I will end up getting another. At the moment I'm using a TV, you know, the wall, the thing you can put your TV and hang it on the wall. That's what I'm using at the moment. I've got my camera on it. But I digress. Waffling on now. So now I'm using my art glitter glue to attach everything because of the stickles. I would have used my tape. And the other thing, I like to use wet glue when I'm attaching anything that's got the craft foam on it, just because I'm not sure 2, 3, 5 years, 10 years down the track whether the tape might fail, and then I'll go to look at this page and all the circles will be at the bottom of the album. And that would be extremely disappointing. Sorry, another drink. Okay, maybe next time I'll get a glass that doesn't have ice in it. Okay, so I'm adding all my circles. I had this morning. I just wanted to do something with circles. I did this the other week with hexagons. I had to do something with the hexagons. It was funny. So, and I did the same thing this morning with circles, and I think this works really well. And the pink almost matches the little giraffe. Oh, these are beautiful. Okay, so Crazy Craft Obsessions is where I got these sprinkles from, and what do they call it? They call it Crazy Confetti. That's what their shop calls it. And it's Purplicious. That's the pack that I'm using. And it is to say it is beautiful and stunning and pretty and shiny and all the things is an understatement. I'm not a huge sequins person. I don't. Some people add sequins on their pages and it just looks beautiful. Me, I never really know how much to put on. I'm, yeah, and because I have that less is more thing where I go, oh, I don't really, you don't need everything on one layout. I love it when people can get that to work, but I'm one of these people, you just don't need everything. So when it comes to sequins, I never know how many to put on and how many to leave off. I'm not sure. But as I was working on this, I realised I want this to just be glittery and sparkly and pretty. Lots of the pretties. So I do end up switching it off, and I don't make you sit and watch me add all of these. I even added some Dyemontes. These are just from Spotlight and they're Crafter's Choice. They're sticky on the back. I was having all sorts of trouble. Now, these little flowers, I actually end up taking them back off. So in the final picture, they're not on there. The circles match the circles, if that makes sense. Like sometimes I add flowers, all that sort of stuff, and it looks fantastic. But today, the flowers didn't work. So they're really, really pretty, and I love them, and I will use them on something else. I haven't done a shaker pocket for a long time, so I think the next page I do, I'm going to be using a shaker pocket. I did buy 2 other bags of Crazy Confetti from them and from Crazy Craft Obsession, and I can tell you, I've got an idea for a shaker pocket, so I'm going to do it. But you'll have to come back to see what that is. So we're getting close to the end here. I've just got my stamping block sitting on top of that particular circle just to hold it down while the glue dries. And it's at this point just about now, this is me deciding, should I put lots on or less? I decided to go lots, just for something different for me. And in the end, I love it. So if you like what you've seen, I would love you to subscribe. If you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for dropping back. And I will now do an up close for you so you can see how many sequins I actually added. See, lots, bang, look, there they all are. Don't you wish it was that easy? So up close, I think I got the amount right. I think it needed this many. Let me know. Are you less is more, or are you the type of scrapper that loves everything on a layout? Sometimes I do that too. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for sticking around. If you stuck around this long, join me on my other socials on Facebook and Instagram. They're in the description below, and I'll do my journaling later. Thank you. Bye.